What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to another video. Unfortunately, this is not going to be a cheat day video, but don't worry, next Monday, so a week from today, I've got another cheat day coming up, and I'm also going to be starting my cut. So a new series is going to start along with that. I'm going to take you guys through the entire journey of getting absolutely fucking diced. It's time to get Shreddy Krueger again, you know what I'm saying? But today, we're going to talk about how fat loss really works. No BS, no trying to sell you some supplement, because I'm not sponsored by anything. But speaking of that, when we hit as soon as we reach 100 subscribers on this channel, we're at 14 right now. Amazing. Cannot thank you guys enough for sharing the channel. But I will be doing a giveaway of Legion Athletics, which you guys can see. I've got quite a bit of stuff behind me. I'm also using a protein bottle to prop you guys up. I'm about to go buy a tripod, okay? And then once that stimulus check hits, we're going to get a camera using my iPhone right now. It works, but we could do a little better, get a little mic action going on, and that's why I've got the AirPods in. Hopefully the audio is a little better for you guys. But at 100 subscribers, I'm going to pick one person who is subscribed to the channel, likes that video, or I think I'll have you like this video and comment something on this video. You can choose one item, any item from legionathletics.com. Once again, not a sponsor, just one of the only supplement companies I can truly get behind. So if you want a thing of protein powder, it's yours. Pre-workout, creatine, vitamins, just let me know what you want and I will get it sent your way. But without further ado, let's talk about how fat loss really works.
Hey, bitch, I'm gassed up. Smoke it by the pound. If you ain't rolling, you get passed up. Swerving in the coupe, we do the dash and we gon' pass ya. Steady on my grind, I'm just trying to get my cash up. Try and catch up, hey.
So the first thing we need to cover if we're talking about real fat loss is calories. A calorie is simply a way to measure how much energy is in a given food. All calories are created equal, just like a mile is a mile. If I walk a mile on a straight path, it's going to be relatively easy. But if I'm walking, say, on an incline or on the beach in the sand, but it's still a mile, it's going to be a little harder. This is where nutritional differences come in. If I have 100 calories of an apple and 100 calories of a donut, they're both 100 calories. They're going to affect your body composition the same way. But obviously the apple has a better nutritional profile. One is not necessarily better than the other. There are no good or bad foods, but we probably shouldn't choose the donut all the time to optimize our overall health. Health and nutrition is not just bulking and cutting, getting jacked and getting shredded. It's far more than that. So if fat loss is your goal, the first thing you need to figure out is your TDEE. This is your total daily energy expenditure. This is how many calories your body is burning throughout the entire day. And there are many different processes that cause us to burn calories. Simply just being alive, all the human bodily functions that we can't see going on, that requires energy. Walking, working out, digesting food, all of these things add up to your total daily energy expenditure. Now you can go out online and just look up a TDEE calculator and find that number for yourself. But keep in mind, any online calculators you use are not going to be perfect. There is such an individual variance between people's height, weight, age, activity level. All of this stuff factors in there. Now, as a general rule of thumb, and what works for me is if I wanted to figure out my maintenance, how many calories do I need to eat to maintain my weight? More often than not, if I take my body weight times 15, that seems about right. And this is where you need to plug and play. So I would take my body weight times 15. That would give me about 2,400. Now I would want to track and make sure I'm eating 2,400 for about 2 weeks, weighing myself every day and see what the data says. If I'm going up, that's obviously too many calories. Down, it's too little. If I'm staying about the same, it's never going to be just a straight line. There are going to be fluctuations. But if I'm not seeing a steady trend, either up or down, I know I've found my maintenance. So from maintenance, if your goal is fat loss, like I said, my maintenance would be 2,400. From there, I'm going to subtract anywhere from 200 to 500 calories, depending on how fast I want to lose fat. Now, please keep in mind, when losing body fat, faster is not better. Sustainability is the key. Do not throw yourself on a 1,000 calorie deficit, crash diet that you're not going to be able to sustain and you're not going to be able to properly reverse diet out of in the end. And that's something I'll cover on a completely different video. So 2,400, we subtract 500 calories from there. Math, there's a number right here. Now, just like I was doing in maintenance, I'm going to track every day, make sure I'm hitting that number, and then watching the data on the scale. When I'm losing fat, I'm looking for about anywhere from half a pound to 2 pounds of loss per week. Any more than 2 pounds a week, honestly, doesn't seem very sustainable, and you're just going to increase the risk that you're going to lose muscle. Now, speaking of muscle loss, the best thing you can do to prevent or at least mitigate muscle loss is to eat a high protein diet. Not only is eating a high protein diet going to help you stay full, which is very important when you're trying to lose fat because your hunger is naturally going to increase. You're in a energy deficit. You're taking in less than you're putting out. So you're going to get hungry. At the bare minimum, 0.7 times your body weight is how much protein you should be eating at a bare minimum. Now, since I know the average person does not consume adequate protein per day, I recommend you put your number at a 1-to-1 ratio of your body weight. That way, even if you fall a bit short some days, you're still gonna at least hit that 0.7. If you start at 0.7 and then you're under consuming protein, you're gonna increase your chances of muscle loss and not feeling as full, which might increase your cravings, stunting your fat loss. All right, so number 2 on ways that you can mitigate muscle loss is to send your body a muscle building signal. Even when you're dieting and trying to lose body fat, you should still resistance train, strength train, work out anywhere from 2 to 5 times a week, mostly compound exercises, close to or just shy of failure on the big exercises. On top of eating a high protein diet, up your vegetable intake. Protein and fiber are far and away the most satiating and satisfying things you can put in your body. They're going to help you stay full for longer and feel satisfied with your meals. Now, as for how long should you be cutting, it depends on many different factors. How much fat do you have to lose? Do you have a history of crash dieting in the past? If that's the case, you probably shouldn't even be trying to lose fat right now, more so working on your relationship with food first. But as a general rule of thumb, I'd say anywhere from 8 to no more than 12 weeks at a time, or as long as it takes. There is going to be what's known as metabolic adaptation along the way. As you diet and as you continue to get leaner, your metabolism is naturally going to slow down, meaning you're going to be burning less calories naturally at rest. That is where a reverse diet would come in. So let's say at the end of 12 weeks, I've gotten to where I want to be. I'm now going to slowly add in calories until I get to my new maintenance point. And then from there, maybe I'll start a bulk and then just completely restart the process. So I touched on protein a little bit, which is one of the 3 macronutrients. The 3 are protein, carbohydrates, and fats. Let's talk about carbohydrates, which are my favorite macro because there's carbs in donuts. There's carbs in anabolic French toast, anabolic pancakes. Now listen, I'm very passionate about this. Carbs are not bad for you. Carbs do not cause weight gain. Eating over your maintenance level for an extended period of time, eating more calories than your maintenance level, is what causes weight gain, not carbohydrates and not fats. I know they're called fat, but they don't make you fat. You need them. In fact, protein and fat are essential macronutrients. If you don't get enough of them, you will die. All right, but back to carbohydrates. One, they've got a protein sparing effect. Carbohydrates are the body's preferred energy source. They're what the body wants to use for energy. And if you've got enough carbs in you for your body to use as energy, it tells your body, hey, I can use this protein to build muscle instead of breaking down that protein and trying to use it as energy. Now, as far as how much carbs and fats to eat, it really, really doesn't matter that much. It's more about personal preference. Do you prefer more carbs? Do you prefer more fats? What I personally do is, so I've got my protein at somewhere around like 0.9 and 1 gram per pound of body weight. So it's 140 grams. I then take my total calories. So for today, for example, it's a training day. So today I consumed or will be consuming 3,000 calories. I'm in the last week of a bulk right now. So you've got that 140 protein. I then take 3,000 times either 0.2 or 0.25, which gives me around 80 grams of fat. And then the remaining I put as carbs, which for today was 430 grams. You notice how I'm not morbidly obese, and today I'm going to be eating 430 grams of carbohydrates. It's because they are not the enemy. Carbs are your friend. And that's really it. Honestly, with just the little bit of knowledge that I laid out here, you could be well on your way to making progress towards whatever your goal is. We talked about maintenance. We talked about being below your maintenance. This is a deficit. This is how you lose fat. And being over your maintenance by 200 to 500. You don't want to just eat everything in sight. That would be bulking. So I wanted to keep this one short and sweet, to the point, just good, solid, real information. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I really hope it provided you some value and cleared up some of the smoke and mirrors, because there's so much of it in the fitness space, but it really is this simple. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please do hit that subscribe button, turn on post notifications, smash the like button, and leave a comment down below on what kind of content you guys want to see next. And I'll see you on the next cheat day.